Rick,
What have we got today?
let's start with David Riddick, unavailable, or what?
Yeah, a little lower body thing going on, so he won't back up tonight, but we fully expect him to back up on Thursday.
Okay, it'll be Arvid or Oscar?
Arvid.
Okay, and have you decided, will it be 11-7, or what will go into your decision whether it's 12-6 or 11-7? Let's put it that way.
Yeah, a couple of things, but I know what we're doing. Yeah, there's a couple of guys that we were a little worried about that showed up better today than we thought, so that's the good news. We'll still take warm-up with a couple extra bodies and let you guys figure it out after.
Okay, is it possible that Axel Janssen-Fjällby could draw into your lineup also?
Who?
Axel?
Yeah, he's out there for warm-up.
And it's a no to Nick, I assume.
Nick will not play tonight. He has not been cleared.
Okay.
That's why we kept him off the ice today.
Okay.
Rick, in terms of the 40-plus minutes that Neil Pionk played in with Josh not there, would the priority be to try to shed some of his penalty-killing minutes? Would that be one of the goals for tonight with whoever you decide to dress?
We're going to do whatever we have to do to win the game. And Neil proven that he can eat the minutes. In a perfect world, you're right. But if the game's on the line and he needs to be on the ice, he's going to be on the ice.
And I know some of the guys talked about their first experience with the whiteout in Game 3. Do you think you're in a little better position to utilize that more positively at the start of the hockey game?
Yeah, because we had talked about it, that to the younger guys that you haven't experienced anything like this before. I'll tell you, it's louder than Vegas. It's a different atmosphere than you've ever seen. So we just got to play through it. Well, now they have that experience, but now the focus on going into the game is to build on how we finished the third and fourth periods there, and build off of that. They know what to expect from the crowd. So now, as opposed to, it's not even a distraction now that we have to talk to them about it. They've experienced, they know what's coming. Now we want all the focus on just picking up where we left off in the last game, even though we ended up losing in that double overtime.
Rick, the odds are heavily favored for the team that wins Game 3 to go up 2-1. I think those odds obviously jump if a team goes up 3-1. Do you, all those things considered, do you treat these games now as almost elimination games in the way you make decisions? Or
I treat every playoff game as it's a do or die. It is. You're up one, you're down one, you're down two. Every game is the same importance. Yeah, and if you go down 3-1, you obviously it, but you can't get wrapped up in the 3-1. You got to keep everything dialed in on that one game and just keep it there. And then, like we did in Game 3, we just kept the focus on the details and playing the game the right way and playing our game, and it almost worked out. We could have won that game. We didn't. But that's the most important thing. Keep the focus. You start worrying about, oh God, we can't go down 3-1. Oh, I don't want to go down to Vegas down. That's a distraction. That's noise. Keep the focus on how we have to play.
Logan Stanley says he's drawing in for tonight's game. Are you, when it comes to a guy who,
I love when they share that stuff with you guys.
I think there's an excitement there, obviously, but I mean, he played the last regular season game. He's obviously been in and out of the lineup. Just whether it's him or if you go 7D, obviously, Kappa would be another option. Guys who haven't been on the ice, well, what is the message? What is important for them to get into it, in the thick of a
well, fortunately, we were able to play him in that last regular season game in Colorado. That helped. It hasn't been that long, but we just need him to go out and use his size, make the simple play with the puck, take care of our zone. That's his strength. Be a disciplined guy that takes care of our zone. This team is very good on the rush. He can defend the rush, and so we're just asking them to go out there and play their game.
On top of that, physicality, I imagine it's part of his game. They have a pretty intense forecheck, just size,
playoffs.
front of the net presence, that kind of stuff that Logan needs to do.
Yeah, everyone gets hit in the playoffs. Everybody. That's the great thing about the playoffs. The passion that comes out with the players, man. There's no passengers in terms of, I'm not going to hit tonight. Everyone's in. Everyone's all in.
There was some talk yesterday from your D-man about, the forwards have become so important now in slowing down Vegas's forecheck and coming back and all that sort of stuff. So what can they do to help make your D's life easier tonight?
Though it is the back pressure and the structure and the forecheck, but just as important is maintaining possession of the puck. Don't be throwing hopers out to the front of the net and giving them possession. When we have the puck in the O-zone, hang on to it as long as we can. Make plays, get pucks to the net, but don't be throwing them around. Don't be throwing pucks away with poor percentage plays. So puck possession, puck management is a huge part of protecting your defense.
Coming out of Vegas, you were asked about, I guess, Vegas' stars.
I guess I'm boring you, Gary. See you later, bud. Hey, I'd rather that than see these people fall asleep on me.
Spice it up. Coming out of Vegas, you had said that, okay, their stars have arrived, ours will in Winnipeg. Have you gotten enough from that, and what can you challenge your stars to do?
Well, they got some big goals for us. Last game, Mark's goal clearly, and Lau got a big one at the net. Nino scored. So, and listen, KC had another 7-8 shots in net. That puck's going to go in here eventually. So, they did their job in terms of creating offense. They did, and their goalie made some big saves. We missed some opportunities. What we can still do, and all those guys included, is shoot the puck more. I think that the worst thing you can do against a team like this that packs it in like 5 is to look for that perfect play. Shots will create scrambles, and you saw that in the third. Mason took a shot, hit a rebound, it came right back to him. That's what we have to generate more shots, and it starts with those guys. Good. Thank you.